Okay, are we live? Okay, hello. Let me just check if I'm live, if you can hear me, guys. Okay, so I can see, I think I'm live in my group. Let me just check if... Yes, okay, you can definitely hear me, which is good, which is always a plus. When it comes to training, it's always a plus when you can hear me. Okay, perfect. So welcome today for the final day of our training. First of all, I'm so excited to share this with you because today ultimately is the day where I'll be sharing with you the exact steps you need to take to be attracting and enrolling clients into your business and really showing you how you can reach a six-figure year from scratch. Okay. So I know the previous days were a little bit different. There were sort of preparation work for actually attracting your clients. So day one was all about energy work and mindset shifts, energetic shifts, because obviously you need to be at a certain level in order to attract. Hello, Vicky. Hello, good to see you here. So guys, if you're hopping on, please say hello. Good to see you here. And if you're watching on a replay, please put hashtag replay as well. So day one was all about energy work because, you know, you are the one creating your business. So you need to be at a certain level energetically. You need to become an energetic match for your desires in order to call that in. Day two was all about creating to your purpose, creating your soul aligned niche. Day three, yesterday, we talked about how do you actually create a program or a service that actually sells, and the importance of creating a community. And today is all about me sharing with you 3 specific strategies to really make money in your business so that you really can attract as many people as you want, whenever you want. It gives you really good control over how much money you're making in your business. And this is so important because without clients, you will not have a business, you will not be fulfilling your purpose. So actually learning the strategies are like, this is the most, like, really important. Not the most important thing, but it's very, very important. So yeah, so today you'll discover the one and only soul aligned business strategy for your first six-figure year. So remember, today I'll be giving you teachings, but remember about energetic alignment. Remember about your own soul alignment. So with my clients, I do the teachings and then we go into so much more depth in terms of what is really aligned to you. Obviously today I can't do this for every single one of you, but just bear that in mind, okay? So quick, I know a lot of people will be joining us just for this training. So I just wanted to recap my story, just to introduce myself. So I remember 4 years ago, you know, it was the first time when I really connected to my true purpose. That was when I had my first spiritual awakening. So I quit my job, you know, I built my business, and after struggling to attract any clients into my business for 2 years, I then hit my first ever 10K month in just 1 month. Okay. So what was my biggest breakthrough was actually learning the strategy. So I focused on a Facebook group and I learned a strategy for that. But in my second year of my business, I realized that my strategy that I was using was completely out of alignment. It didn't really agree with me. So that led to income yo-yo. So, you know, there will be months when I would make, you know, 10, 20K. Then I would have zero money months, and you know that would obviously affect my self-esteem. That would really trigger my fears and my doubts, and it just wasn't a pleasant feeling. Oh, by the way, this is my son Eric. Obviously you can tell I'm such a proud mama. Hi Amy, hello, good to see you here. And that ultimately led to burnout, and I was so close to quitting my business. If it wasn't for my husband who was telling me, no, this is your purpose, you have to keep going, this makes you really happy, you just have to find a different way, I would have quit and I would have gone back to 9 to 5 because I had enough of my business. I was like, I can't carry on like this. You know, I was working 10 hours a day and it was horrible. And it wasn't sustainable. Okay. And my biggest breakthrough came in my 3rd year of my business when I had my baby. So Eric was the main reason why everything shifted. So now I work between 1 to 3 hours a day. Actually, now with a new baby, I actually work only 1 hour a day. But I want to teach you how you can work 1 to 3 hours a day to get to 6 figures, because that's what I've done in the past. I've been working 1 hour a day only for the last maybe 5 months, so I don't feel I've got the strategy right. Like it hasn't been proven yet for myself. The 1 hour only will get you there. But maybe next year I'll be teaching how to make 6 figures just working 1 hour a day. Who knows, you know? But I definitely know for a fact you can make it working 1 to 3 hours a day. Okay. But you need to combine my proven strategies that I'm going to be sharing with you with alignment, right? So that's what I've done. And, you know, I had some crazy results like 35K in 4 weeks, 50K in 6 weeks. And I celebrated that year, I celebrated my first ever 100K, just over 100K in just 6 months. Okay. So it just shows you how important those two things are. Business strategy and alignment is absolutely the key. Right. And now I've been recognized as the leader in my field, and I've been invited to 15 events as the main speaker in the last 12 months. And that's because my approach is very, very unique. You know, mainly people, when you get coach or mentor, they only talk either about spirituality, or you either get mentors for just business, and they don't know how to link those two things together. And you must link them together to have the success you want with ease and flow, and by working less. Okay. So who is this training for today? And I want you guys to tell me in comments below if this resonates. So whether you're watching live or on a replay, please participate and tell me if this is you. Okay. So you want a widely successful, soul-aligned business that creates massive impact, and you want to be changing people's lives. Who wants that? Who has this need? Tell me in comments below. And maybe, hello, Boriana, how are you? Welcome, welcome, welcome. You've been struggling with the traditional manipulative marketing for a while. So, you know, you see what's happening out there on social media, and, you know, you see coaches teaching you all these same sort of marketing tools, and you just feel this is not for me. You know, I don't want to be operating that way. It doesn't feel nice. It feels off. It feels heavy. It feels icky. So if that's you, let me know. And you want to find an easier way, more aligned way to attract clients that is specifically designed for you. So remember, we are all very uniquely designed. We're all very different people. So we all have to have very different strategies to help you attract clients, okay? To really honor your energy and to really honor who you are, okay? Me, yeah, good. You're definitely in the right place, ladies. You crave for balance, more flow and alignment, so you can feel more connected to your purpose and step into your true power, so you can create the impact you meant for. You want a strategy that offers a rinse and repeat process that requires no extra cost. You don't need funnels, you don't need a website, you don't need a big audience. And this is the most fun part. Like whenever I feel like, you know what, I feel like I want to attract more clients, I feel like I want to create a new program, I know exactly the steps I need to follow to get clients. So, you know, I might take a few months off. Typically, I take about 3 to 4 months every year. And I know that whenever I'm back, you know, I can do this strategy, I can repeat those steps, and I'm going to have 30 to 60K a month. I just know this because it happens every single time, right? It's so much easier to know that you can rely on something like that in your business. You want to create massive financial abundance and have financial freedom. So, you know, I focus on 6-figure years because that's what I've accomplished. You know, I haven't done 7 figures yet. That's something I'm working towards. But 6 figures is my, you know, it's my gem from scratch, whilst working less, 1 to 3 hours a day. And you're definitely done with playing small. You know deep down that you're meant for more, and you're more than ready to take action now and leave a legacy. Okay. And this is really important because for a lot of people, you know, they really want to create this amazing business that brings you money, freedom, meaning, fulfillment. You want to create impact, but they've been trying to do this for so many years. But it's important to, you know what, like, I feel like this is my time. I don't want to struggle anymore. I don't want to play small anymore. And this is my time. I want to do it now, because there's no point, you know, teaching, like learning about this if you don't implement anything and nothing changes in your life, right? People normally feel really excited and energized after the training, but then that wears off because you go back to your old routine. And that's the thing, it's about breaking the cycle. And that's why mentorship, coaching, healing is so beneficial and so powerful, because if you have someone helping you get there, you actually get there. If you just rely on yourself, it's so easy to go back to your old routines, your old patterns, and just play small again, right? That's just what we do. And definitely you want to have ultimate freedom, so you can do what you want when you want. And I love that the most. Okay, so let me ask you, let's get some energy going. Vicky, yes to all of it. Amy, absolutely, yay. So are you ready? Who is here ready, okay, to create a six-figure self-aligned business from scratch so you can create the impact you meant for with ease, flow, and alignment? Who feels it? Who feels ready? And it's okay if you don't feel ready. It's important to be honest with yourself, because there's nothing worse than lying to yourself, like, yeah, I'm ready, and then you don't do anything about it, and then you feel guilty and horrible that you're actually not taking any steps. So if you're not ready, that's fine. You just have to ask yourself, okay, why am I not ready? What do I need to do to be ready? How can I make it happen this year? Because you can still have you can still start attracting clients and creating 5-figure months like from this year, Yes, I love it. Absolutely. Yeah. Anybody else? Are you guys ready? Are you guys ready this year to make it really happen? So let's do it. Vicky, I'm ready. You're releasing the fear as it comes. Yay! Amy, yes, it is so exciting, isn't it? When you think about all these amazing things that can happen in this year, oh my God, it's incredible. Okay, obviously, like I have bullet points all over my slides. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not the best when it comes to tech. So let me show you why people don't buy from you right now. Okay, these are the main reasons why people don't buy, and the strategies I'll be sharing with you will be overcoming every single one of those. So you might be promoting your gifts, your skills, without having clear understanding what impact you want to create with your spiritual gifts, or any gifts you might have, any skills you are promoting, which is your purpose, okay? And as a result, you disappear in a crowded marketplace. So we talked about this on day 2, okay? So your niche, you have not clarified your niche. Or you might be speaking to the wrong audience, to people who are not actually your dream soul-aligned clients, okay? And this happens a lot with my clients. When I see what they write, the content they write, they actually are not, even though they're very clear about their niche, some of the content that they're creating, they're talking to the completely wrong audience, right? So no wonder nobody is approaching them. Or you might have no community, you have no one to sell to, or you're not constantly growing your community. So remember, it's very important to keep growing your community so you have new eyes looking at your business every single day, okay? Your audience is confused about about your message. They're not sure who you are, what you do, and how you can help them. So again, this goes back to your niche. You're operating from out of alignment, and you let your fears and limiting mindsets steal the show. Okay, so that's massive. That's massive. Or you do not sell, or you do not promote at all. So I know a lot of people who just create amazing content, educational content. They're giving so much into the communities, but they don't sell, they don't promote, they don't tell people how people can work with them. So people don't actually know that they can work with you. So if you don't sell, if you don't promote your offers, if you don't tell people how they can work with you and how you can help them, people will not know that you are this amazing healer or coach, okay? Your audience can't justify the investment for your program, product, and service. And your audience does not trust you or does not believe you can provide them with the results, okay? So trust is very important. People always say that people need to like you and trust you to purchase from you, okay? Trust is massive. And your content does not move people. Your content does not make people excited. Your content does not connect to people on an emotional level. We have to remember that if you want to sell something to your people, you have to have this emotional bond with people, this emotional connection. People need to be moved emotionally. And I'm not saying you have to create some crazy story just to make people buy from you, because that's manipulation. What I'm saying to you is that when you follow your soul's voice and your truth, and you speak your truth, people will be moved because you deeply care about people. So people will be moved by your honesty, your truth, and your authenticity. So that's what we want to focus on in your business. And when you're working from a place of alignment, that will come so naturally to you without you even thinking, okay? So how do we enroll clients? So the 3 strategies I want to share with you today, Vicky, I don't have a real community. That's okay. It's time to change that. So the first strategy I'll be teaching you is the freebie. Freebies are the most popular and successful things that you can run in your business. And this is perfect when you're just starting out. And freebies are also responsible for your biggest months. So typically we would do a freebie, whether you do it live or automated, it doesn't really matter. And there's so many different types of freebies, and different types of freebies are designed for different things. But today what I'm going to share with you is how to create a freebie that not only attracts clients into your community, but actually makes people buy from you as well. Okay, so freebie are responsible for your big months. So after the freebie, you always be selling your high ticket offer, and if people don't want to buy your high ticket offer, you then have lower ticket offer, so you can downsell to them as well. So typically my client, this is the reason, freebies are the reason they go from having no clients to then being fully booked and having like between 10 to 25k a month straight away. That's because of the freebie. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to do that. So freebie. Second strategy is content. So it's really all about soul-aligned marketing. And the third thing is automation. Okay. So, freebies will get you, as I said, to your like 5-figure months quickly, but it might not be consistent money. It will be like a cash injection in your business, unless you want to do freebies every single month. But I don't do that because it could be exhausting, right? Like it depends on your lifestyle. Content marketing, content, so soul-aligned marketing will help you get consistent clients. So, that's something you do every day or every other day, and people reach out to you when they're ready to work with you, right? And automation is something that I absolutely love, because once the automation is set, it's working behind the scenes, it attracts clients behind the scenes. So you have money coming in to your business pretty much every single day without you doing anything extra once it's set up. Okay, so these are the 3 main strategies I will be following today. Okay, but as I said right at the beginning, remember that everything I'm teaching you today, you have to then go away and think, okay, does that feel in alignment? How can I change it? How can I amend it or adjust it so that it feels right to me? Because that's not something I can really teach you in a freebie like this. This is something I do with my clients, because every single person is different, right? So I can't do it here for everybody. But that's something for you to be mindful of. Okay, so attracting clients. Okay, so as I mentioned yesterday, you definitely have to have a Facebook group and create an email list. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is, you obviously will create those things and you will have nobody in them, right? Like you have a Facebook group with 0 people, and obviously your email list, as you're starting out, we all starting from having no one there, right? So the quickest way to attract people into your community, Facebook group and email list, is to create a freebie. Okay, what do I mean by a freebie? And this is the freebie that will not only attract clients to you, but also enroll people into your high ticket offer. Okay, so the freebie that I have different type of freebies for different purposes in my business. But the freebie that I'm going to teach you about today is the one that will generate you 5-figure month. Okay, hang on. So remember yesterday we talked about your program, the outline of your program. So a freebie needs to be like a little taster of your program. What you need to be doing in your freebie will be anything between 1 to 3 days, or maybe even 4-day freebie, something like what I'm doing right now with you guys. And the freebie is a teaching piece, right? It's for people to really get to know you and really understand what you do. So what you want to do with a freebie is really showcase who you are, what you do, what's your approach to solving their problems, how are you going to get them to the results, why your approach is so powerful, why is your approach maybe so different to anything that's out there, why whatever they've tried before to get rid of their problem didn't work, and why your approach will be so different, and why your approach will get them the results. So it's all about teaching and educating your clients and really showcasing your program, right? And by the end of the freebie, you typically, promote your program. And then people from your freebie, they educated, they know whether you're the right person for them, whether this is the right approach for them, and they can make a decision whether they want to work with you or not. Okay. And why freebies are so powerful is because when people join your freebies, they've probably never heard of you before, right? But because you spend so much time and effort and you gave them so much value into the freebie, people who are ready to get rid of that problem, they will invest in you, right? So from a freebie, there will always be handful of people who will invest in you, and they will be like, yes, I'm ready and I want to buy from you right away. But there will be majority of people who will not purchase from you, and that's okay, because we have other strategies that we'll be implementing to create more trust and to convert them in the future. Shamila, hello, you were missed. So you're like, that's okay. So a lot of people, when they're designing freebie, they're very worried, and they say, I don't want to give out too much value because obviously it's free. And if I give my clients everything in a freebie, then what am I going to give them in a program? That's a really wrong way of thinking. That just shows me that you're thinking from your head. What I want you to do is create freebie from a soul-aligned place. So really give people as much value as you want, because your freebie will never be the same as your program, because your program is like a 2, 3, 5, 6, 7 month program, right? So they will never get the same experience from a freebie as from your program. So don't worry about giving them too much or too much value. The more value you give them, the better it is for them, right? You need to have a freebie that will actually impact people, because what's the point of doing a freebie if you can't impact people, right? So for a lot, like from my perspective, I know in my business, a lot of people after my freebies, they're like, oh my God, like I've learned so much, thank you so much. Some of them don't purchase from me, and that's fine, because ultimately I still want my freebies to make some sort of impact, even for people who can't afford to buy my services. And that's why I'm doing this work, right? So I make money, but I'm also providing something for free. But my freebie is nowhere near as my programs. My programs are 4 months, and we do something every week. And in the freebie, I'm trying my best to give you as much as possible, but it's like tip of an iceberg, right? But offer people freebies so they can get to know you, okay? And they can learn and get so much from you already, okay? So never worry about that. And I've had so many people now who came back to me after years and years following me. There will be people who purchase from you straight away. There will be people who purchase from you after months. Some people will purchase from you after years of following you. And it doesn't matter. You don't need to worry about that at all, right? All you need to worry about is connecting to your soul, speak your truth, talk about things you're really passionate about, show up, give people value, and you'll see that the right people come to you. They will come knocking on your virtual doors and be like, I'm ready. I've watched you. I want to work with you. And that's the most powerful thing, right? So freebie, very, very important. And people say, yeah, but I'm doing it for free. But you're not actually doing it for free, right? Because by the end of the freebie, you'll be making anything between 10 to 25K, like sometimes, I have like 50, 70K launches just from a freebie. So when you think about it, you're not actually doing it for free. It might feel like you're doing it for free, right? Because money still hasn't come yet. But you're not actually doing it for free, because people will be buying from you by the end of it, okay? And also a lot of people who came to work with me said, oh, I've done freebies before, they don't work, they don't work, I didn't attract anybody. It's because you haven't done it properly. There's a strategy behind freebies. There's specific structure you need to follow. There's a lot to freebies that you need to implement to make sure people purchase. So you can't just, to create a freebie and to enroll people, it takes anything between 4 to 6 weeks. And a lot of people, they just like, oh my God, I'm going to create this one training, and they just do it. They think about it, they quickly do it. 24 hours later, they've done it, they've delivered it, and they're waiting for clients. That's not how this is done, okay? That's not how this is done. And then they complain that freebies don't work. Freebies are extremely, extremely powerful, okay? Oh, sorry, I have a graph, forgot to talk about the graph. So the graph really shows you how quickly you can grow your community just by doing the freebie, right? So here from 4,200 people, I then had over 4,500 people, right? So around 300 people in a space of a month, right? So it's very, very, very powerful. Very quickly you can attract people into your freebie. So typically my clients attract anything between 100 to 500 people into their business just by offering a freebie, just in a space of 1 month, right? So you can grow your community very, very quickly. So how do you actually do that? How do you actually promote your freebie? How do you get people interested in your freebie? So there's so many, I have like 20 different strategies to do that. And again, you have to find your most aligned way of doing it. But today I want to share with you one that I use all the time. That is very quick. Yeah, it takes literally 10 minutes a day to do it. You ask the question in communities. So what I mean by this is that you need to identify where your ideal clients hang out. They hang out on Facebook. They hang out in Facebook groups, okay? So let me just drink more water. So you need to identify which Facebook groups are full of your ideal clients, okay? Then what you do is what I do is I only promote in promo-friendly groups. So there are groups where you can promote for free and openly, and there are groups where you cannot promote. So there are different strategies for both groups, right? But I choose to only promote in promo-friendly groups, okay? So that's what feels in alignment with me. So I can openly do it. I don't have to feel weird promoting. It's allowed. Everybody does it. I do as well. So I ask a question. About my freebie, right? So for example, this is one example on the black background. Free course, connect to your purpose and turn it into a thriving business. Do you want it before it turns into a paid offer, right? And from that post alone, in 24 hours, I got over 700 comments saying, yes, that's what I want. So I had over 700 people wanting to join my freebie just in like 24 hours, right? It's insane. Okay, and here you can, these are the snapshots from my clients. So you have over 300 new members this week. So this is a client who attracted 300 new people into her group just in a week. Okay, and this one said, I posted a question this morning in 2 different groups and I already have almost 700 total comments. I know some of them are discussions happening within the comments, but this is going to keep me very busy. So it just shows you that you don't have to spend hours and hours. I have sun on my face. You don't have to spend hours and hours and hours promoting. If you know where your clients are, all you need to post is one question in different groups. You can literally copy and paste the same question and people will be responding to you. But you have to make sure that this question is right. So with my clients, I'm not going to lie and sit here and tell you, yeah, the first time we're attracting 700 people. No, it takes time to perfect it. And this is why when you work with me, this is so powerful, because the first time we might get 10 comments and I'm like, and my client said, oh my God, I got 10 people in. I'm like, this is not good enough. We can get 700 comments under the post, right? And we're tailoring and we're adjusting it. The next day we're posting something else. We're checking, what was the traction now, how many people responded now. So we're working together to make sure you actually get the best question. So I've been in this business for 4 years. I know exactly what questions I need to ask in my business that they work. Right. And and sometimes you post in groups and you get 0 comments, sometimes you get 700. That's just how it is. You just have to keep going. Okay, so asking a question is very, very powerful way to get people to your freebie. Okay, so what happens after? Well, afterwards, when you start attracting people, what you need to start doing is start creating content, and we'll talk about content creation in a minute. And then it's time to run your freebie. So you do your 1 day or 3-day freebie, and it can be live or it can be pre-recorded. I always think live has so much more engagement, but that was my, it does have more engagement, but it doesn't correspond to how much money you're making, right? Money always comes from your alignment. So if you're more aligned to pre-recorded and that's it, then that's fine, because I tested both strategies and I used both strategies. I think I already mentioned that last time I did a live training like this was maybe 7 months ago or 8 months ago, I can't really remember. And my business was running on autopilot on just pre-recorded trainings as well. So, and in both instances, I made very similar money. So it doesn't really matter as long as you're in alignment, okay? So that's it. So that's your freebie, right? You create a freebie, you attract people into your freebie with a question, then you run a freebie and promote your course or program by the end of a freebie. That's it, okay? The second strategy is, soul aligned marketing. Really, what you want to do is create a ready to buy audience. People who have joined your group, they have no idea who you are, but by the end of a freebie or, in a few days, weeks time, they're ready. They're like, oh my God, I want to work with you. How do we do that? Okay, here we go. You need to create content that builds engagement. So things like questions, card pulls are amazing for that as well. Asking people questions. So, just to get people involved, get them into talking. So build engagement. So questions are amazing for that. Okay. You can be sharing your story as well, because remember, your story will really relate to your clients' stories as well, because you are a reflection of your clients or all the way around, right? You used to be in their shoes so sharing your story can be very inspirational, very positive, very motivational, and it's something that will, again, emotionally bond you with your clients. Okay, understand how so this is massive. Okay, so that's why understanding of your ideal client is so important before you start doing any marketing. Okay, so you need to really understand how your audience wants to feel, and you need to implement this throughout your messaging. Okay, so if, for example, you want your clients to feel motivated, inspired, feeling at peace or happy, you need to be creating content that will trigger those emotions in them. So over a period of time, they will start associating you with feeling good, and they would want to be around your energy as well, right? So if, for example, I wanted you guys to feel excited, and I came today into this training being like, oh yeah, and share your story, and you also need to build engagement, and it's very important to do soul aligned marketing, that wouldn't, can you see how different it would be? I feel excited about this topic. I feel excited to share this with you. I feel excited to help you guys, and that comes through with my energy. Okay, and as a result, you hopefully can share, you can feel my energy, and that can inspire you as well. So you need to start really thinking about how your audience wants to feel, how your clients want to feel, but also how do you want to make them feel? If they're in a very, very bad place, they don't want to hear horrible negative stories, right? You can talk about the negative bad stories, but there's always like a good happy ending to it, or there's some sort of support or help by the end of your posts, right? So really be mindful about what you want to create, because these people are obviously reading your content, and your content can be very powerful. So how do you want to shift people? In which direction? Create educational posts, okay? Because that will really give you credibility, and people will start seeing you as an expert through these educational posts. But people wrongly assume, because I see this all the time when my clients started doing this work, that they just focus on educational posts, right? Because they're quite easy to create, but they don't actually convert people as well as emotional posts. Okay, so educational post is anything educational, like step-by-step actions, but remember that everything has to be in alignment in your business. So when you're creating content, it needs to align with the freebie. The freebie needs to align with your offer. So everything, all your content needs to align with the offer you are currently launching, you're currently selling in your business. Does that make sense? So don't derive from it, because that will really confuse your audience. Okay, so create educational posts, Okay, build social proof. So if you have testimonials, if you don't have testimonials, that's absolutely fine. Never ever fake testimonials. Okay, I've recently worked with a coach. I hired her as a coach. Okay, and I found out that she was faking testimonials, and it broke my heart. I didn't even for one moment think that somebody could do that. Okay, so there are people who are, and even one of my clients, she started faking testimonials. And when I saw her doing that, I told her stop doing it. She didn't. And I just couldn't work with her anymore because it was so out of integrity for me. And I just couldn't do it. Because she was claiming that she's making 10K months and we were just starting to work together. And I was like, well, you're not making 10K months yet. Like, you don't have to lie. Because when it comes, I know you guys probably wouldn't do this, but remember, when you like lying about your achievements, that gets you out of alignment, because that comes from self-worth place. So that's not gonna be in alignment with you anyway, so don't do it. Your transformation in itself, Shamila, oh my god, faking testimonial, so wrong, right? Yeah, I know. Like, it would never. And obviously when I told my husband this, he was like, oh my god, you're so naive, of course people do it. I'm like, no, people don't do it, surely. But yeah, here we go. Yeah, so if you don't have testimonials, that's fine. You don't have to have testimonials to be successful. I started my business with no testimonials and I was enrolling clients, right? So sometimes the biggest proof is your own transformation. So social proof, if you don't have testimonials, or even if you do, talk about your story, talk about, I did it, I did it, I overcame my problem and got the results that you guys want in those steps. I know what I'm talking about. Look at me, I've done it. It's possible for you too, right? So social proof is really important. And also remember about inspirational, motivational, and emotional posts when you really can connect to people emotionally. So think about, what do I have to say to my clients to really move them, to really inspire them, to motivate them to take action? Because as I said before in my previous training, people are stuck in their comfort zone. People are stuck in their fear. How can we help them move forward so they can create lives of their dreams, whether that's healthy relationships, whether that's a healthy emotional well-being, whether that's creating amazing business, right? We're all doing something to help people create their ideal dream lifestyle, right? So this is part of the strategy, but remember that the soul alignment piece comes into this as well. So although you need to be creating posts, different type of posts like these, and you need to be rotating them, remember to don't create posts from your headspace, right? Always connect to your heart and think to yourself, what does my client need to hear today? What do I want to share with them? What does my soul want to say? What's important for me to talk about today? So really always think about serving and helping people rather than thinking, okay, what do I need to write about to convert people? Whenever you think about money, that will get you out of alignment very, very quickly. And I didn't cover healing your relationship with money piece in this training because that could be a training by itself, but it's massively important. We have lots of money wounds and we need to be healing that as well. So every time you think about making money, and that will get you out of alignment, because that's not your motivation. Your motivation is to help people. So when you start creating those posts strategically, you start seeing that your posts will convert people into sales, right? Like, people will start actually coming to you into your private messaging under your comments, and they'll be, yeah, tell me more, send me the details, can I talk to you? I want to work with you. So having a soul aligned marketing piece in your business is very important, because that's something that will create consistent clients. Okay, so freebies, there's big cash injections, so that's why I only do big launches like that with freebies maybe twice a year, sometimes 3 times a year, when you have 50-70K months. But then through content creation you get more consistent clients, and then obviously automations obviously help you with that as well. So that's really, 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 really important. Okay. And also I know people say you have to post 3 times a day. You don't. Okay, follow your alignment, and after some time you start realizing that you can repurpose your post as well, right? So you don't always have to start from scratch. So obviously right at the beginning of your business you need to create content, but afterwards it gets a little bit easier as well. Okay. Yeah, so enrolling clients. So here I want to share with you the third piece, which is automations. Okay, so how would I do it, right? Like what I do with my clients and what I do in my business is like this. So you keep promoting the freebie. So as I said before, I don't use paid ads. Everything I do in my business is organic and it's free. Okay, so the way you promote your freebie with a question, what I mentioned earlier, that's exactly what you'll be doing. So that takes me 5 to 10 minutes a day because I copy and paste the same question in all the groups, okay, where my clients are. So keep promoting that freebie. So that literally takes 5 to 10 minutes a day. Then your soul aligned clients reply to it. They want to watch it. Then you give them the link to the freebie. They watch it on the replay because it's pre-recorded, right? They watch it on the replay and they reach out to you when they want to work with you. Okay. And in the meantime, so again, there will be people who will watch it and they want to purchase from you straight away. But if they don't, that's fine because they will be sitting in your email list, and then there is a strategy on your email list. You'll be creating content. So aligned marketing, again, is in your Facebook group and in your email list. And again, you don't have to create 2 different contents. Your content from Facebook group will be the same as in your emails, okay, as for your emails. So yeah, and then when you'll be creating content, they'll be reading your content very frequently. So again, when they're ready, they will reach out to you. That's why I love this strategy, because it's nothing to do with hustling. It's nothing to do with cold calling. It's nothing to do with chasing clients. All you need to do is focus on growing your community, and you show up in your community. These are your people. These are the people who want to be in your community. These are your people that you really connect with, and they want to hear from you, right? So showing up becomes so much easier because you actually have some sort of bond with those people, right? And that's the beauty of it. And all you need to talk about is what you really truly care about. It's something that you're so passionate about and you believe. Like, you've got obviously amazing product that can save people's lives and can transform their lives, right? I've had clients who had programs who were absolutely life-saving for people, from depression, suicidal thoughts, overcoming like divorce, like I've worked with really amazing clients, right? Which is amazing. So once this is set up in your business, so that creates about 10K a month for me for doing absolutely nothing. It's all in autopilot. So I just wanted to share with you like a snapshot of like my notification, right? Like in one day, you can really get those notifications saying, yeah, you've just received a payment, and that was all through automations. Okay, so it really is possible. You just need to know how. Okay, so automation really allows you to have constant flow of new clients, even if you're taking time off work, creating income without you doing anything new or different. It just works behind the scene, and it helps you get truly into alignment, right? Without having the pressure to launch or make money, because you need to follow your natural rhythm and natural flow in your business. I'll guarantee you that you will not want to launch every single month, because that means you need to have this like energy to show up every single day, and that's exhausting. So only do that when you're in alignment with that. And for me, that is only 2-3 times a year. Other times I show up in my business, I feel like I want to show up, so it's still in alignment, but through content, which is less energy consuming. Okay, so but I don't have that money pressure because I have constant clients coming into my business, right? But if I didn't, and that was the first year of my business, I was doing freebies all the time, because that was the only strategy I knew back then. That was the strategy I learned from a coach, and it was exhausting. Oh my God, it was so exhausting, right? So you have to find your own balance. And obviously, if you want to work more than 3 hours, you can do so. Like, we have to find your own aligned way of working first, okay? But it just makes you, there's no pressure, and you can really follow what feels right in your business. So this is what you guys are missing out on if you haven't mastered the attraction and enrolling clients process, okay? It creates buzz, engagement in your community, and you will feel good because there will be interaction with your community. It creates urgency and interest. It creates structure, momentum, and focus. The main reason why I couldn't attract any clients in my business for the first 2 months was because I had no structure. I didn't know what to focus on. I didn't know strategy. I didn't know any processes, you know, and if I got a client, well, I didn't get a client that time, but, you know, it would be just random. And you can't, you know, this is your business. This is your livelihood. This is serious, right? We want to build businesses. We want to build legacy. We want to create massive difference in the world. So, you know, this is not, you know, a side hustle. This is something meaningful to us. So you need to take it seriously, okay? And when it's done correctly, you will keep having sold out offers and you will be fully booked hitting your first 6-figure years, okay, with ease. And that's the most important thing, okay? And you will have control over how much money you are making. So as I said to you guys before, if I ever felt like, okay, I wanted to create a new program and I want to have new clients, I know exactly what I need to do. I need to do a freebie, right? So that's the first thing I would do. Then I create so aligned marketing for that particular program. And then I do the automation for that particular program, right? So sales process, of course, there's a lot of selling that needs to be done. And I know a lot, how many people, when they think about selling, they feel like, oh my God, I don't want to do it. How many of you feel like this? But it's only because you haven't found your so aligned sales process, okay? The way I sell is through my freebies, through my content, and through automation. But automation is mainly my freebie and content anyway, right? And obviously, if people reach out to me and have questions, and I answer questions in a private message, right? But I don't really do sales calls anymore. I used to, and I used to like them. Now, because I have less time, I don't do them. But maybe in the future I will. I really liked sales calls, to be honest. So maybe one day I will go back to it. So I'm going to give you a few ideas of how you can sell in your business, but you have to figure out what feels right to you. So discovery calls, like sales calls, content through DMs. So some people you know, I only ever had one client who loved doing cold calls and through DMs. So she would just approach random people on Facebook and she would just sell. And people say, no, this strategy doesn't work. It does work. All strategies work if you aligned with them. So yeah, I only ever had one client who did that, and she was absolutely amazing, and she was extremely successful. But again, that was in alignment with her. Most of my clients would absolutely hate it, and I would hate doing that as well. Cold DMs, collaborations. Okay, so these are different ways in which you can actually sell and get clients as well. Yep, not a fan of selling, not good at selling. Yeah, and that's the thing. We think we're not good at selling, or, you know, we're not a big fan of selling. But when you truly believe in your product and you believe that your product could change someone's life, it's not about, we don't think about, oh my God, I need to sell. I need to get 5 people into my program, because that will get you out of alignment. What you only want to do is talk from your integrity, from a place of integrity, and you need to be just sharing what you know. You need to be sharing your passion and your passion for your product. If you don't believe in your product, if you don't believe in yourself, you have a lot of inner work you need to be doing, and people will sense that. Like, I remember I once had a client who said to me, I'm creating all this content and I can't get clients. And then I said, okay, show me what you're creating. So that was even before we started working together. Like, I wanted to see what she's already done in her business. And when I was reading her content, her words, she was using the right words, but the energy behind her words was angry. And I was like, you know what? I feel anger. Do you feel angry writing this post? She's like, yeah, because I'm so fed up with my business. I'm not making any money. And I'm like, and this is exactly what your clients can pick up, because I can sense from your content that you're very frustrated, you're really angry. So I would be actually scared to reach out to you, because you might give me a big slap, right? And she was doing healing work. So it's like, people need your love and comfort and this peace, right? And you're giving them anger and frustration instead. That's why she couldn't get any clients. So there was a lot of healing work we had to do first for her to move on with her business, right? So it's the same when it comes to selling. You know, if you're really in alignment with your whole business, selling will come so naturally to you. And sometimes that people don't even sometimes like to call selling. You know, people just like say, you know, I'm just offering, like, this is my purpose and this is what I'm here to do. So now I want to share with you my typical day. This is what I used to do before. This is still what I do, but now I only work very, very little. But this was like before I had a second baby. And we want to be focusing on money generating tasks in our businesses, okay? Because ultimately this is the most important thing, okay? So I still spend 30 minutes on creating content. This is important because obviously you want to be showing up in your business, and you want to be you know, remembering that you will be growing your community every single day. So there'll be new people coming into your community. You need to get to know them as well, okay? 10 minutes promoting my freebie, growing my group. So I don't do this every day now. It's good to do it every day. So I would encourage you to do it every day because you want to be growing your community every day. I've got something in my eye. So yeah, so for me, it's not every day, but I would say, you know, 3 times a week, I definitely grow my group. 1 hour call with clients. That's something now I only do it once a week. I used to do it twice a week. Shamina, so you do the healing work on clients as well regarding yeah, angry content. Yes. Yes, because a lot of, you know, when we're building self-aligned business, there will be a lot of blocks and obstacles that, you know, a lot of things that need to be healed. It will be coming to the surface. So I'm helping my clients with healing those as well. And I spend up to 1 hour working on alignment. So that's still the case. You know, I work a lot on my energy, so on my alignment. So that's something that I still do pretty much every day. So that's roughly, like, on average 2 hours a day, right? And this process generated over 100K in my business in just 6 months. So you can see, and, you know, and I share this with my clients and they're like, oh my God, so really, like, it is possible. I'm like, yeah, this is what you guys are going to be doing as well. And like, oh my God, that's crazy. And, you know, it is possible. So I'm just showing you exactly what I do in my business, that, you know, like, there's nothing crazy about my strategy. It's very simple. I'm all about simplicity and doing things that work. And that's the thing. That's the thing. When you work with a coach and mentor, they give you things that work. So you don't spend your time and money on things that don't work. Remember when I used to work 10 hours a day? I seriously can't remember. Well, I remember what I used to do, but it was just like, I really didn't have to do all these things to get money. Like, it was insane what I was doing, right? But it was because I didn't know any better. Vicky, working on my own alignment. Yes, I work on my energy. So I'm getting into energetic alignment with my future goal. So that's what I do, right? So if I have any blocks, I remove them. I work on embodiment. So everything I talked to you about on day 1, embodiment. So my thoughts, my feelings, my energy, taking the right action. This is everything. So that's working on my energy, working on alignment. That's what I mean. Make it great. Amy, amazing, very focused and efficient. Exactly. And yeah, and I wouldn't be here if I didn't have babies, you know, if I didn't have my children, because when you're not pushed to work more efficiently, you just don't, right? If I had a whole day for myself to work, I'll probably end up working the full day again. But because I only have like 1 hour here, 30 minutes here, you know, like I have to find time. I have pockets of time sometimes, or, you know, my baby's asleep randomly. I'm like, oh my God, what can I do now? You know, or let me post on social media. Like, you know, it's amazing. It's really, really amazing. So now I want to share with you what my clients have achieved. So it's not only me talking about my experience, right? I want to share with you what my clients have achieved. So you can see for yourself that it's possible to go from having no business to then having like really, really good results. Okay, so hopefully that will inspire you. So yeah, so my client here, she said, I made $9,000 last month. Rowana, so I can testify for your amazing coaching. Working with you gave me so much clarity, and in turn my business is now growing so much more than ever before. You're an amazing coach. Today was technically my last day of employment, so we had a staff meeting. I feel amazing after meeting my work colleagues, and now I'm moving on to a new chapter. Eva, thank you so much for being there for me every little step of the way. Honestly, from the bottom of my heart, you are amazing at what you do. Amanda, congratulations on beautiful baby. I also just wanted to let you know that I gave my notice for my job and I've started my own housekeeping business. I have 3 clients in just under a month. I'm grateful to you and your course I did. I finally found the path I'm supposed to be on. Thank you. So a lot of my clients, quit their 9-to-5 job, they pay off their debts, they go on amazing holidays, they're able to buy a house, or like get a mortgage for a house. Like it can be really, really life transformational. Judy, so she's our healer. I successfully went from a Facebook business page. Remember, guys, I told you not to really use it, to use it, but not to fully focus on it. To creating my own Facebook group, an online challenge, and launching my mastermind using Eva's process. And wrote 3 clients within a day of my launch. Her process is easy to follow, and all the tech support that she recommends is free too. If it wasn't for Eva's program, I would have never been able to reach more clients so quickly and effectively to spread awareness for what I love and do in life. I highly recommend working with Eva. So I just want to show you guys that what I'm sharing with you today really, really works. So really take you on board and really implement it in your business. So how would hitting 6 figures in your business change your life? What would you do? What do you want to do? I can't believe it's already 2 o'clock. I just looked at the clock and I'm like, oh my God, I'm so late today. Sorry, guys. What would you do, guys? Give me some, because I always want to know what people want to do, because that really motivates me and that excites me as well. So let's share that. So I just want you to know that obviously we've had amazing 4 days together doing this course, but I also want to be honest, and I want you to be aware that what I've shared with you across those 4 days, hopefully you've learned a lot, right? Hopefully I gave you like big value, but I want you to know that this is just it's just a top of an iceberg, right? Because what I've taught you in 4 hours, so 1 hour each day, that's something we cover in 16 weeks. So you actually take 16 weeks to go from 0 to have consistent 5-figure months. Okay, so you can just see for yourself that it does take a lot more work to achieve this. Okay, Vicky, I want to hit 6 figures to free up my time so I can work with people who can't afford my future courses. Amazing. I love that. So do you guys dream of building a 6-figure soul aligned business that aligns with your soul so you can change lives globally? Are you ready? Because it's all about being ready to start enrolling your dream clients using a tailored, proven business strategy that's 100% aligned with your soul. Are you guys ready? Give me some yeses, give me some energy, because I'm ready. I'm ready to help you guys. So it's time to take action. Okay, so put some yeses in the comments so we can start building the energy here. We are claiming this. Okay, we are here to create massive difference. Vicky, also finally moved into my dream house with my partner and our 3 teenagers. I love that. Yes. I love that. So yeah, I love that. I love seeing yeses. So for those of you who are ready, for those of you who really want to make this a reality in the next 4 months, in the next 16 weeks, this can really be possible. So I want to share with you my upcoming mastermind. And for the first, well, the mastermind is only available to 5 people, and we now have early bird offer. And after this, I'm going to share with you the free giveaways as well. So that's my consultation for free, which again, it's only available to 5 people. So I'll share with you how you can secure your spot if that's what you want to do as well. So Shamila, learned a lot. Thank you. It would make my dream come true. Need to free some of my time to do this. Yes. Amy, where's my mouse gone? Here. It came to me yesterday. I would love to invest in or start a soul-aligned secondary school for all the wonderful children who find secondary school hard in terms of anxiety, pressure, energy depletion. Oh my God, amazing. I worked in school and saw this firsthand. If I could rescue and help animals at the same time, this would be amazing. Oh my God, this is such an amazing cause. And yeah, you can absolutely do it. Who else could do it if not you, right? Our dreams, our vision is there to do it, to create it. It's all doable, it's all possible. So Soul Aligned Business Mastermind is really to help you create a 6-figure purpose-driven soul-led business from scratch and lead your business from a place of your heart, your soul guidance, and with proven business strategies that are uniquely designed and tailored to you, ensuring that your business is 100% aligned with who you truly are, so you can create the impact you truly meant for with ease, flow, and by working less. Okay. Amy, and actually, I know Vicky's saying my son needs this. I think I would go for it as well, because yeah, I really hate to see what's happening in schools now, and knowing that my children will have to go to some of those schools, like, it breaks my heart. So yeah, I would be a client for sure. So the mastermind, it's we are purpose-driven and soul-led workers. And traditional way of marketing or business strategy that offers manipulative, false, and forceful tactics is simply out of alignment with who we are, and therefore will never be successful for us. Okay, we want to create business in an unconventional way that honors our energy. Okay, by creating our business from a place of soul connection, love, soul aligned business strategy, we are really able to quantum leap and create unreasonable results within 3 months, like 10 to 20K months, by working 1 to 3 hours a day. We want to feel connected to our soul, our purpose, the universe, our clients, and lead with love, power, and authenticity. Okay, you will soon be calling in limitless abundance, attracting your soul-aligned clients daily, and creating the impact you truly meant for. It's really time to create the results you want in your business with so much flow, ease, joy, and bliss. Okay, it's done through learning and implementing my techniques that myself and my clients have seen crazy results, like 15K weeks, 35K months, 50K in 6 weeks. And now I want you guys to do the same, because it's possible. It's more than possible. It's right there for you. Okay, so this is for you if you're a purpose-driven soul-led worker with incredible skills, experience, gifts, who deeply wants to create massive impact in the world. You want to be helping people globally whilst creating financial freedom. Okay, you want to see massive transformation within yourself on spiritual and energetic level, as well as within your business, so you can finally lead your business from a place of soul connection, heart, love, energetic alignment, and limitless abundance. Okay, you want to learn how you can combine the energy work, spirituality, the alignment with proven business strategy that will be tailored to you, so that you can start creating the results you want in your business on your terms, which is so important to me, with so much flow, ease, joy, and bliss, because deep down the old-fashioned traditional marketing is not for you, and there is an easier, more aligned way for you to work. This deep down, right? And you're ready. This is the most important thing. You're ready to really face and release anything that's currently blocking your full alignment, your fears, limiting beliefs, money blocks, resistance, old patterns, lack of confidence, and you're ready to really shift your energy, raising your vibrations, so you can start operating in full alignment, creating unreasonable results in your business in no time. You currently might be feeling a little bit sick and tired of constantly struggling in your business, as you're not making enough to make ends meet. In your heart and soul, you're meant to create massive difference in the world, but you just don't know how, and that can be very frustrating. You're meant for more, and it is killing you that you're still struggling to attract clients despite all the healing you have done, which means you're not fulfilling your potential and your soul's purpose. And you're ready to do whatever it takes to make your dream business reality, because you're destined for so much more. Okay, you're meant to help people, and you're more than ready to finally take this to make this a reality now. Okay, and remember, guys, this is not a side hustle, right? You're here to create a legacy, so it's really the time to claim it. Okay, so just close your eyes and imagine if you really could create the best service product there is in your industry that really showcases your talents, your strengths, your gifts, so you can truly be the best and create the best impact with your business. Okay, imagine if you could find your own voice, speak your soul's truth, discover your uniqueness, and stand out in a crowded marketplace. Imagine if you could build a strong community of your raving fans and have your dream clients reach out to you, so that you don't have to hustle or chase for sales. Imagine if you could implement a proven, tailored, soul-aligned strategy that will give you rinse and repeat process that you can use over and over again to enroll your clients quickly and consistently with ease, creating sold-out offers, 5-figure months, and really getting you to your first 6-figure year. How exciting is that? So what makes this program different? So this is a 16-week exclusive program. So it's only available to 5 people, only because I'm going to be working with you so closely together. We're going to be building your business together. And there will be unlimited one-to-one support, weekly coaching calls. I'll be checking everything you're doing, and everything will be done in real life and real time. Not in real life, obviously in real time. So that's why I can only work with 5 people. So it's very, very exclusive. And what do? We teach more than just a strategy. So a lot of programs focus just on the strategy or just on spirituality and energy work. Remember, we are bringing those 2 things together. So every single step of the way, every single week, I'm going to introducing you to a new module. So we will be building your business step by step. And every step is designed to trigger you, right? To trigger what's blocking you, what's stopping you from true energetic alignment. So not only we'll be doing the strategy work, but we'll be doing so much more than that. We'll be actually triggering you, we'll be uncovering blocks, we will be healing those blocks, and we'll be getting you into true alignment. And as a result, we'll be aligning the strategy for you as well. So after each teaching, we personalizing what we're teaching you to make sure that whatever you're creating in your business is absolutely so aligned and it's tailored to you. Okay, so I covered those 2 points in one. You will leave with so much more than just 5-figure months. So a lot of people come to this program because they're struggling with money, they're struggling to attract money. And they leave with obviously the strategies and processes in place. They've made their money amazing. But money is just a byproduct. Money in itself doesn't give me, doesn't inspire me, doesn't spark me, right? So my clients normally leave with so much more. And what I mean by this is that they have shifted energetically. They've become the person they really meant to become in this program, to have hit whatever their income goal was, right? So, they let go of their fears, their money blocks, and they can really see them embracing and becoming, really stepping into their power. And for me, that's beautiful. Okay, so for me, that's the most important thing. And remember that I've been in your shoes. I've actually gone through not having a business, with very little business knowledge, and building everything from scratch all the way to 6-figure a year, working only 1 to 3 hours a day with ease. So I know exactly how to help you because I've been there. So what we'll cover, right? So the first week is all about alignment and healing. So the healing, you actually get access to my whole healing program with 5 different healing modalities that I'll be teaching you, and that will help you to heal any blocks, right? So first week, it's only, we'll be talking about the energy, the alignment, the healing. But this week, it's something what you will learn, you will utilize every single step of the way, right? Because alignment and healing is something that we'll be doing every single day throughout this program. Second week, it's all about how do you connect to your soul? How do you disconnect from your head? How do you connect to your soul? And how do you get guidance from your soul? Because that's really important when we're building a soul-aligned business. Week 3, it's all about identifying your niche and getting clarity on your clients. Week 4, it's all about building your product, your offer, making it irresistible, learning how to market it. We're going to be actually doing everything together, so you actually build a product. We'll be building your brand that's authentic, that's so aligned. Week 6, it's all about setting up your Facebook profiles, making sure they're all linked, making sure that everything is enhanced, and we'll be creating your email list as well. Week 7, you will create with me, of course, a freebie that will attract your clients. Week 8 and 9, you will learn about the attraction strategy, engagement, and visibility. So how to create engagement, how to become more visible on social media, and how to create content. So this is all going to be done within the 2 weeks. And then week 10 to 14, we'll be doing the sales process, and we're actually going to be launching your freebie. So it takes 4 weeks to do. So we'll be attracting clients into your freebie. That takes 6 weeks, and then we're running the freebie, and then we're doing all the content creation for the freebie. So it's 6 weeks full on support when you're actually launching your offer and you're actually attracting people into your business. So at this point, normally people start hitting 5 figures. And then week 15 and 16, it's how do we scale? How do you create more offers? What offers do you want to create? And we set up automations as well. So by the end of this program, you have the freebie, you have the content creation done, and you have the automations all done as well. It's all implemented in your business. Okay, so you have your business and you don't really need me anymore, and that's why we end. So the results I'd expect you to achieve is you will really learn how to quiet your mind and raise your vibrations, so you don't create and operate in your business from a low vibrational frequency, such as your fears, lack mindset, or any other negative emotions. Instead, you will learn to connect to your soul and love, so you can attract clients effortlessly just by operating at a higher vibrational frequency. You will channel your offers with ease. You will channel marketing material that will magnetize your clients to you. That is obviously backed by strategy. You will finally trust yourself and your soul rather than blindly following strategies and processes that simply don't work for you. You'll implement proven processes and strategy in your business that will lead you to consistent 5-figure months, but obviously you'll be so aligned, okay? You'll work with ease by honoring your energy as well. You'll be fully booked with your clients by the end of it, and you will have instant cash injection into your business. So typically anything between 10 to 25K in the third month of working together. So these are the results, guys, that I'm so excited to share with you. And really what I really want to share with you is I want to see you stepping into your true power, however that looks for you. I never want you guys to leave this training and then go back to your life and be like, okay, I'm not taking any action. Please start taking action, because you feel like you're meant for more and you're destined for more. Only because that's true. You are destined for more, and there are people out there waiting for you to show up, to be visible, to create these amazing offers so they can get your help. Okay, so this is your chance to finally step up and become the person you're meant to be. Okay, so here are just some examples of what my clients have created, right? So Everlight, I made £11,000 in 3 weeks, not 10 weeks. So this program used to be only 10 weeks before when I started. 15 people joined my membership. On my way to 60K a month. I got 6 clients. I mentioned you this client earlier that he got 18K just by clarifying his niche. So that's him, right? With no adverts, with nothing. Oh my God, everyone's saying yes. So this is the sort of thing you'll get, people saying yes to your offers, people want to work with you. Rodica, I want to say a big thank you to Eva. With her program, I made my own program. In just 1 month, I earned 15,000 euro and another 5,000 euro with one-to-one session. This was a big shift in my life, and I made a wonderful program about releasing money blocks so you can let more money come instantly. Living is wonderful. Doing your aligned business is happiness. Live with joy and create happiness. I love this. Here we have Danielle. So she got 4 clients altogether, so roughly 7,400 for 2, so around 15K. She's the client I told you about who increased her prices, so she made $5,000 with 2 clients in 24 hours. Sheena, oh, thank you. I'm so excited to have 2 clients when I haven't even really tried promoting yet. This is all done with energy work. And here I have 9 people in fast in money. It's 12,700 euros. Okay, so I just want to show you really what's possible. Okay, so what's included, what are you going to get? So here I'm just giving you the value of the program, but that's not how much it is. Okay, so weekly lessons by video. So every single week, so when you join the mastermind, you have access to everything, to all the materials, but really you get weekly lessons by video. You'll get written modules and worksheets with clear action points. So you know exactly what you need to do. So what I want you to do at the beginning of every week is go through the video, start completing the worksheet, and the worksheet will trigger obviously your questions. Maybe you will not have clarity on something. And then I want you to bring your questions, your doubts, anything you need to work through to our coaching calls. So we will have weekly one-to-one coaching calls in the group setting with 4 other people. But we have unlimited time. So this is where I answer your questions. This is where we do coaching. This is where we do healing. We do everything you need to do to move forward in your business, okay? And after the calls, you have unlimited one-to-one support with me. So this is where you send me your homework. We're working on your business one-to-one, away from the calls, through voice notes, through emails, through, you know, you sharing your work, Word documents. So there's like when you send me your work, I'll be giving you feedback. Or when I'm checking your content, I'll be sharing with you what I would be writing. So it's really, really hands-on. Obviously, I'll be giving you personalized feedback on your work. You also get one-to-one coaching call with me. So you can use that at any time throughout the program. And you have ongoing group support as well. And you can have an accountability partner. So you can have an extra person rather than just me who's in this program. So you can have like a buddy, okay? So the total value of this program is over £10,000, okay? But that's not what I'm charging, right? This is the value. So there's a special offer, early bird offer, and it's only available to 5 people. So normally this program would be £7,000, but with the early bird offer, you can now get it for £4,500. Okay, and you have US dollars equivalent here as well. So if this is something you want to do, please reach out to me and we can have a conversation. I always have to know whether you're the right person for this program. So we'll probably have a quick chat just to check if I can really deliver. First of all, if I can work with you and whether I can deliver what you want to achieve, right? So, and there are payment plans available as well. But on top of that, you also get bonuses worth around £2,000, right? So we're getting an expert on human design training, healing experts to do inner child healing, training on how to create aligned sales processes, training on how to create engaging Facebook Lives, and so much more. We have so many bonuses that it's insane. So the total value of this offer is just under £9,000. So you're saving around £4,500. So that's 50% off, okay? So there are payment plans available as well. So you can either pay in full, or you can have 3 monthly payments of £1,575, and you have US dollars equivalent here, or 6 monthly payments of £825, or 12 monthly payments of £450. So if you went with a 12 monthly payment plan, this is how it looks. It's £104 per week, which is £1,450 a day. Okay. So sometimes you go out there, you buy, you know, coffee, cake, and that's how much you pay. You pay £14, £14 for your meal without even thinking about it. And this is something that you can invest in yourself and your business that will generate your income every single month. So that's something to just to show you and to put things into perspective. Okay. And we also have one place available for more personalized and more extended payment plans. So I always offer one payment plan that could be more extended to make it more achievable for people to join this mastermind, simply because I know that pretty much all of my clients are ready to pay off the payment plan before, you know, after the program. So when you start creating 5-figure months, you know, you can pay off so much quicker, right? So really, guys, if you have any questions, do let me know. But this is really your chance, and I really want you guys to follow your dreams, to create an amazing life full of freedom and a business that can really support you in this. Okay, so if you have any questions, obviously do let me know. I'm going to post a link under this video with the mastermind as well, so you can check it out more. And giveaways, this is my favorite part. Okay, who is ready to hear about giveaways? So the giveaway is, of course, I mentioned that before, it's a free one-to-one strategy consultation for 5 people only. This is worth £350. So in this consultation, I'll be asking you questions about your business, about your situation, where you are in terms of your business, what are your struggles, what are your results that you want to achieve. And then based on your answers, I'll be able to give you personalized advice as to what you need to be doing right now to get to your results. So this will be very personalized, obviously, consultation. So for anybody who wants it, we only have 5 places. So what you need to do to claim it, you just need to private message me with the word consultation, and we're going to go from there. Okay, so it's for 5 people only. So if that's something you want to do, you want to claim it, make sure you do it now, because they normally go very quickly. And obviously, if you have any questions, do let me know as well, either here in comments below. I'm just looking through the comments now, making sure that I didn't miss anything. But if you guys have questions afterwards, just private message me, okay? And I'll be answering your questions as well. Shamila, I learned a lot. Thank you. It would make my dream come true. Okay, I've already read them. Perfect, guys. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you. Brilliant. Amazing. Guys, just want to give you a big thank you for showing up live with me here today, for your amazing contributions, for sharing with me your dreams, your visions, your mission. It's all very inspiring, and I hope you're gonna go out there and do it, because you all have amazing vision, and it just shows you that it's possible for you. So please go away and start creating it, start making this reality. Okay, Amy, thank you so much. Thank you, Amy. Thank you, Vicky. Thank you, Shamina. Thank you, everybody who's joining us live and who is joining us on the replay as well. Thank you so much, guys. I'm sending you lots of love. Take care. Bye.